Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Sort of a different video today. I've been working on this piece here from my new book, Healing Mandalas, Volume 2. And I got to this point of coloring and I stopped. Oh, that clicking sound is my dog coming in. And the reason why I stopped is I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. Actually, I can see here I need to fill those in, but what am I going to do in this area here and this area in here? Do I leave it? Do I color it in? I get a lot of questions from you guys about how do I pick my colors, and for the most part, probably 9 times out of 10, I pick my own color palettes, and really I just start with one color. In this case, I started with this sort of teal blue, and I go from there. So I start with that one color, and in this case, like I colored in, you know, all these end bits, and then the circle, everywhere you can see the blue. I started with that. And then I went from there. So I usually try to pick a color that's going to border the blue that would complement it. So of course the yellow. Orange is also a complementary color to blue. And yeah, so that's how I choose my palettes. I don't normally go in with any kind of fixed idea or color palette. I just kind of wing it. Yeah, I just kind of choose whatever I feel like coloring with that day, my starting color. So anyways, I've gotten to this point, and now I need to decide, is it done or do I keep going? So one of the options I could do, and pretend this is already filled in, is color this part right here yellow, or no, it'll have to be, it can actually be green, but there's a lot of green here. So I think I would do this yellow, either yellow or green, and then just leave all of this open and white. That's one option. It's probably not what I'm gonna do. I think I'd like to color all of the white space. And I'm thinking, well, first of all, whatever I color in here is gonna be the same. And this has to be a completely different color than any of these colors, because all of the colors that I've chosen in this palette touch this space. So there's the orange, the yellow, the green, the blue, and the purple. So it's got to be a completely different color. And I kind of want to step out of the comfort zone and go really bold. So I have a few options. I can stick with the bright and maybe go pink, but I kind of don't want to do that, only because the purple's very similar, and I do have some pink in my purple palette. Okay, so I'm gonna just show you. This was mostly done with Caran Luminance. I had gotten a pack of 40 for Christmas, so I've been trying to color with them. And wow, they're so vibrant. I really like this. I really like them. I wish they were not so expensive, but you know, it's this is my passion, is coloring. So I don't mind spending the money, but yeah, I wish they were a little cheaper. And I've also been mixing, like using my Polychromos with the Caran Luminance, and I really like that. So the purple in here is actually the Polychromos. Okay, so I have these color charts that I pulled off of colorwithclaire.com. They're free, and I love them because they're a family chart, so everything's put in the right tones, like all the pencils. And I like the fact it's just one page. I can look at this and see all my colors. So I have that for the Polychromos, and I also have this one for the Luminance. So you can see I'm missing a lot of Luminance, and that's okay. You know, I can go and get certain colors in open stock from my local art store, which I have added a few. So there's a few more I'd like to get, but maybe next month. Okay, so options. Well, I was thinking, this is the Polychromos. I do love these sort of jewel toned greens, but I think that might be a little bit too close to this teal color. The other option would be going this, which one? Oh, this Caput Mortem Violet, or even over here, which are a little bit more browns. The only thing with that is they're kind of a purpley undertone, and we do have a lot of purple in this picture. I was thinking that maybe doing like the green, the light green, and that would definitely be keep with the sort of spring, bright, vibrant vibe. And then the other option I was thinking is some brown tones. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. So I'm going to turn off the camera and think about it. And then I'm going to put this back on and show you what I chose. Okay, here we go. I am back and I have decided on the color I'm going to use for this inner circle and this one here. So yeah, it actually took me a long time to decide what colors I'm going to use, and I kind of went back and forth between like a darker blue, but what I settled on is brown. So I've got Polychromos. The reason I'm using the Polychromos instead of the Caran Dash Luminance is I just have more. Like you can see, I've got quite a bit of browns here to choose from. So that's what I'm using. So I've got a walnut brown for my darker, nougat for the middle shade, and then this, I think it's raw umber for the lighter shade. Okay, so let's start. Let's start in the middle. Hopefully this will look good. I'm starting to have a little bit of, oh, I'm gonna ruin it, but I've already taken some pictures of this page like this, and you gotta just try sometimes, and it's not gonna ruin it. It may not turn out quite the way I had hoped, but it could actually turn out even better, so we're gonna give it a shot. All right, so let's start with this middle here, and we're gonna start with our darkest color. So that's the walnut brown. And I think what I'm gonna do is kind of shade it out from the edge. So it's, hopefully will give it the illusion that this middle section is kind of popping forward. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in my middle color, which is nougat. I'm just pushing the color out a little bit. And now I'm going to bring in my light color, the raw umber. So far, I really like it. I actually had a different color that I was going to use for the lighter. It was it's a shade lighter than this brown ochre. And for some reason, I don't know what was going on. I have my sharpener is a dull, what is it, 133, and for whatever reason, it just, this pencil would not sharpen. It kept breaking and getting stuck in the machine, but I had no trouble sharpening the rest of my pencils. So I thought, I'm just going to change. But I want to do an updated tools video, because I do have some more tools that I've bought since I did that video last summer. So that will be coming in the future. And I'm thinking I might also do a studio tour if you guys are interested in seeing my art space. I really like I like watching studio tours and seeing how other people organize their art supplies and how they decorate their art rooms. And so yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys would like to see something like that. Probably be another video I'll do this spring. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep coloring, but I'll speed it up a little bit just to save time for you guys watching. Okay, so that is the middle section done, and now I'm going to work on this outer ring. And I'm going to do the same thing and just sort of outline everything in this darker color and then push it out a little bit. So again, it gives that illusion of a bit of a shadow. And what I'll do is I'm going to speed this up a little bit just to make the time go a bit quicker for you guys. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I like the look, and I'm glad I went with the brown. So now I'm going to just finish it off with some little white dots. So I'm gonna use my white Posca paint pen. Right, so let's do this purple here. One sec. Put my glasses on. Okay. Right. So I like adding these little white dots. I find they really finish the pages off really nicely. I like the contrast. Sometimes I'll use a gold gel pen or a silver gel pen and just add my accents that way. But my favorite is definitely these little white dots. If you're a regular of my channel, you know I use them pretty much on every page because I love them. Okay, so make sure I don't put my hand in that one. They actually dry pretty quick, but I have definitely smeared them quite a bit. The nice thing, if you do use these pens and say you put your dots down and then you don't like them, you can kind of scrape them off once they dry, and then it doesn't wreck your picture. And believe me, I have done that many times, as I'll change my mind or not like where I've placed them. Okay, let's go back up into this corner. Yeah, you can see just adding that touch of white really does make a difference. Makes these purple flowers pop a bit. You can overdot too, which I have definitely done. Like, I'm so tempted to go in and put some on these little orange things. I might still do that actually. Let's see. Let's get the purple ones done first. There we go. Yeah, I think I will. Okay, so that's them with just on the purple. And yeah, I'm gonna go in now and just add a couple there on these orange guys. I have to do this strategically. All right, you know what I might do is go around this side here. So that's pretty much how I go about choosing my color palettes and doing these pages. I just add a little bit and then add another color. Oh, it's just really that simple. I think with mandalas, because they're symmetrical and they're really hard to, it's hard to, for it not to work. For the most part, I find mandalas always kind of come together in the end. I think, did I get them all? I think I did. Okay. So there we go. I'm really happy with how this one turned out. It's nice and bright, and so this was definitely a little bit of the Luminance and a little bit of Polychromos, and then of course my Posca paint pen, and there you go. So that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button, and I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day.